What is the Club of Rome? It sounds like either a Wes Anderson film or a villainous conglomerate from a James Bond film. After this video, you can decide if it is a source of whimsy or pure evil. The club was established in April 1968 after a clandestine meeting in Rome that brought together a gaggle of intellectuals, scientists, diplomats, and industrialists. An article titled "Born in the Corridors of the OECD, The Forgotten Origins of the Club of Rome, Transnational Networks, and the 1970s in Global History." Phew, that's a mouthful. That's from the Cambridge University Press. A transnational network? That sounds pretty villainy to me. Two founding members are noted as Aurelio Pecci, an Italian businessman, and Alexander King, a Scottish chemist. Aurelio was an executive of both Fiat and Olivetti. He was the first president of the Club of Rome. He was born in Turin, Italy in 1908 to a family with, quote, socialist leanings. He was educated at the University of Turin before continuing his education at the Sorbonne in Paris. While at the Sorbonne, he received funding, conveniently, for a study abroad to the Soviet Union. He later used these connections with the Soviet Union in his position at Fiat. He also visited China several times during the mid-1930s to direct Fiat's operations there, including manufacturing and sales. During World War II, Aurelio was heavily involved in anti-fascist resistance movements, including this group, a liberal socialist organization that opposed Mussolini's leadership in the country. After the war, Aurelio spent significant time in Latin America, namely in Argentina, where he established Fiat subsidiaries. So he's a jet-setting socialist businessman. Curious. Alexander King, meanwhile, was born in 1909 in Glasgow, Scotland. His family's political leanings are not as clearly noted, but described as an industrialist family. He studied chemistry at the Imperial College London. During World War II, he contributed to British war efforts by, you'll never guess this, he intercepted a letter from the Gaggi Company, a Swiss chemical and pharmaceutical firm. In the letter, conveniently, the formula for DDT was written down. It was King who then coined the acronym DDT and suggested its use to protect Allied forces against malaria and typhus. That history definitely seems James Bond villainy to me. So these two joined forces and decided, hey bro, let's make a club. Meanwhile, Alexander King was already affiliated with the OECD, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, a transnational network. His position there was Director General for Scientific Affairs, where he focused on laying the groundwork for things like global pollution and resource limitations. In 1972, the Club of Rome received substantial funding and support to expand their operations stateside. They partnered with MIT to develop the now infamous Limits to Growth report. Okay, to recap, we have two borderline villainous figures who meet up in the hallways of some building in Rome at a globalist forum in the 1960s. They make a new globalist forum while one of them is working for a different globalist forum, and you'll never guess what comes next. A young Klaus Schwab attends some of the early Club of Rome meetings and is so inspired by them that he puts on his villainous cape and starts his own globalist forum, the World Economic Forum, in 1971. The origins of the term and notion of sustainability can loosely be traced back to this period, at this confluence of global elites, businessmen, diplomats, and industrialists. It's interesting that it seems that so much of the world's politics occur in these types of backroom non-governmental groups, people we never voted for. The Club of Rome and WEF continue to glad hand and meet up in the mountains of Switzerland on a regular basis. But they have our best intentions at heart, don't worry. Follow along as we dig into the origins and history of sustainability. As always, if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and follow along for more discussions about one of my favorite topics, sustainability. Thanks for watching.